let me ask you another question. So let's say that your view turns out to be in the minority, and somehow, based on discussion, there is a plan to, well, not a plan to move ahead. The discussion is expected to continue. Let us put it like that first. The discussion is expected to continue. Sandals is expected to come back to start negotiating what the Tobago investment would look like. What are some of the criteria you think, assuming we are having the discussion, what are some of the criteria that should be critical in that discussion towards a roadmap to having the investment?
Right. First thing first, you want to make sure that the environment is taken care of. Understand that Tobago is the first island from south going to north that is created that came into effect entirely off the Caribbean tectonic plate. As a result of that, we have reefs surrounding the entire island of Tobago. So once you take that beachfront approach that Sandals always takes, you're going to have some reef issues.
So
however, if it was going to be inland, if that was at all possible, right? If it was going to be inland, that would be a vast improvement, right? But there are still other issues. We would have heard from the then Secretary of Finance, Mr. Joel Jack, a particular plan which sounds a lot like the Sandals, and now they want to build at Rocky Point, etc., where they want to bring these...
Oh, the Marriott at Rocky Point.
Yes, the Marriott at Rocky Point, which is a whole heap of other problems, etc. And it brings a whole heap of other problems, but environmental issues. And one of the things that they mentioned when Joel Jack, as the Secretary of Finance, had a little situation at Magdalena Grand a couple years ago, is that the taxes that would be collected would be going straight to central government and not to the Tobago House of Assembly. And that is going to be a major problem.
So you think that it should be negotiated that the taxes collected should remain in Tobago?
Not only do I think so, but the Tobago House of Assembly acting so also.
Any other considerations that should be front and center in any future consultations?
Other considerations is that we do not want more bellboys. We would prefer to have 200 CEOs than bellboys, but if we have in Sandals, we want the people of Tobago, especially, let me don't go as far as to say that, we want the people of Tobago to hold the highest positions in that environment. And right now, we are seeing a pattern in Trinidad and Tobago that already started with the APT James and the Buku Reef, etc., which part people don't know this, but the company that financed the building of those boats is an Australian company, and legally they can only finance projects where the high-end jobs go to Australians. That is why you will never see people like you and I who are Tobagonians holding the captain position, the second captain position, or any of the highest rank positions. And so that is going to create an environment whereby individuals are going to have self-esteem issues, and it's going to create a hierarchy that takes us backward rather than forward.
And let me get that clear. You are hoping that the jobs that would be included in such an investment, Tobagonians will be allowed some of the top high-paying jobs as part of negotiation of a deal? Is that what you're saying?
I don't have hope to waste, so I'm not hoping, right? However, you did ask me for a figurative scenario whereby Sandals would be appropriate.
Understood.
And that would be the figurative scenario. It needs to be inland. We need to be collecting the taxes here in Tobago, and those highest job opportunities need to be going to Tobago.
Understood.